will be facing off in what is essentially a straight shootout for qualification to next year's Asian Cup for women. Indonesia, of course, won that first one 1-0, and we'll have team news for this one after the anthems. A very determined bunch of lionesses who know the first time they would have done that since 2003 for Indonesia as well. It's gone even longer than that. The last time they qualified was in 1989, although for international tournaments in recent times. They of course took part at the SEA Games. They also took part in the Asian. Happier, I'm sure, of the two coaches coming into this one with a little less pressure, having won the first game. The play and the match, the last one, they were good value for their victory, the Indonesians. As we see their starting lineups, they've made 2 changes to the first game. Fani in goal, Vivi Octaviani, Adi Mustikiana, 21, Baya Amiatun, who scored. And up front will be Zara Muzdalifa for the Indonesians. And we can confirm the Singapore lineups now. A couple of changes as well. Kusumawati continues in goal, the defense unchanged as well. So a second cap for Noh Hidayu, who was very impressive. Alongside Laila Tan, 18-year-old, the Lion City Sailors player who will make her debut tonight. Dorcas Chu comes in as well to the starting 11 after being quite energetic in the second half on the left flank. A start as well for Noh Rauda Kamis, who will play just behind Janelle Tan, the 16-year-old. And Noh Rauda Kamis coming into this side to give a little bit more firepower. Janelle, for long periods, seemed a little bit, does have goals, 5 international goals as well, already in her 19 caps. So hopefully she will be able to provide a bit more, bridge the gap between midfield and watch this match and have enjoyed these games. We're just hoping that the feed will stabilize. Again, our apologies, we are working very hard with the team in Tajikistan to try to get Baik Amiatun, who was the goal scorer in that first game. Baik just leaving their rhythm, and a good turn there. And very aware. Oh, twisting, turning, but just crowded out of it. Singapore really struggling to get the ball. Oh, well done there from Laila Tan to win it back. But it's always that second ball for Singapore that seems to find an Indonesian. It's Vivi now for Indonesia comes forward. Lots of space for her to come into as well. Very familiar pattern to this game developing, much like the first one. As Kusumawati hesitated a little bit, having a go at the assistant. She is a very vocal goalkeeper, Kusumawati, but really Indonesia were good value for that victory via a Baik Amiatun goal from a corner. They did threaten quite a bit from set pieces, which is and that'll be a free kick for Indonesia. Tia Darti and Rani standing over the ball. Will this be the opening goal for Indonesian? Tia Darti goes for a direct attempt, almost catches Kusumawati out. It will be a corner. Under pressure, getting the ball back for Singapore, but they give it straight back to the Indonesians, who A loose ball there. It looked like an elbow.
Oh, good work. Great work from Vivi Octaviani to step in and win the ball, stepping forward as well, but that's a centre-back's ball that's been played. There's Fatin taking the safety first approach, putting it out of play. Vivi Octaviani doing really well. Step forward, win that ball.
Barely played any football in the last 2 years and has come and done so well here on such a huge stage. They're a huge threat in that first game. But, good defending from Singapore. Another bite of the cherry for it. Straight into the grateful arm.
Another corner for Indonesia. Rani will deliver. 6 in the box for Indonesia. High ball delivered in, still bobbling around. Danger not over for Singapore, and it creeps in.
Once more being undone by a set piece.
Head low. She knows that might be a hammer blow here today. But they just couldn't clear their lines here, Singapore. Did really well there for Hana, stopping that one. But ultimately, just being unable to clear the ball, hurting the Lionesses. They were all lining up to take a shot. Square it for a teammate.
With the eyes lit up. And Singapore committed to that short ball now. Nice touch. Oh, great turn from Lila. Danelle now.
Stop. Oh, probably the best passage of play thus far in this game. For Hana doing ever so well to keep it in. I guess from that angle, across
out of trouble. I see the Indonesian coach as the referee calls time on that first half. Birthday. You can see the Indonesians, the body language is much better as they trudge in for the break. For Singapore, they'll need to find a way in these next 45 minutes. They are leading 1-0 here. Both goals conceded from corners. You see, watching it live on the FAS's Facebook and YouTube. I must have said, great initiative.
It's been more than 2 years since they played a competitive game. They haven't played a league match for a long time as we're underway here in the second half. Coach Stefaneng, I'm sure he's tried to rally the troops in that halftime interval. The equation, as we said, is very simple. If it stays like this, Indonesia will go through. A draw not good enough for Singapore either. They'll need to score 2 goals at least to push it to a penalty shootout. There's Adi Mustakiana, the Indonesian captain, who starts a lot of these attacks. Almost plays as a libero. Tiadarti. Oh, nice turn there from Zara.
And putting Fatin under pressure. Still going, Zara. And again, this is shown inside the Zara. Oh, Kusumawati wasn't sure, was she? Ernie Sulastri. She's given the ball, or she's given a free kick away in a dangerous position, especially because this hasn't been their strong. Baby Tia coming on for the goal scorer, Okta. Now, free kick in a very dangerous area for the Indonesians. Try to go straight for goal. Kusumawati does well. For 1-2. Zara's bearing down on goal. Switches it across. Oh, she plays it over the bar. Baik Amiyatu.
Danelle. Danya. Tried to play in the early cross, but straight to the Indonesian goalkeeper Fani. Can they survive the threat of this set piece? And you know what, I almost creeped in once more. No Hayati there with the touch. Looked a well-worked corner straight off the training ground. The flick on. And oh, just there. It wasn't far away. More substitutions for the Indonesians. Sabrina Mutiara on for Safira.
Substitution for Indonesia. Player number 15, Safira Ika Putri, replaced by player number 5, Sabrina.
Sabrina started that first game, and it'll be Nella on for Vinny Sofanius. Young Vinny Sofanius.
Gotta commit forward now, Singapore. It's almost creeped in there. Oh, once more, great skill there shown. They are a very skillful bunch of players. It must be said, these Indonesians. Technically, they've been very impressive.
To Rudy Eka Priyambada, who, like Coach Stefaneng, only took over this side at the start of the year. A very well-traveled coach. Rudy, who's been in Australia. I also spent time in Bahrain.
As he looks now to be leading the Indonesian women's side.
We'll get 2 minutes of added time here. Adi, the Indonesian captain. Swing it in. Trying to catch Kusumawati off a line, who knows. Gotta get it down the pitch quick. Pressure being put on the Indonesian defense. It's
Resulted in a turnover for Hana. And eventually the Indonesians clear. Much time left. As it looks likely the Indonesia. And indeed they have qualified for the Asian Cup in this Group C qualifiers. You can see what the Lionesses, who can hold their head up high here. As the Indonesians celebrate, they admittedly, you would say, were the better team over the course of the two games.
so unfortunate. But at this level, mistakes get punished.